Hey everybody, Tom here with Hidden Beats, and today we're talking with the lovely Dayna Reid. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's nice to catch up with you after what looked like a pretty busy kind of summer winter for you.
Yeah, especially even like the very start of this year. It's been crazy so far, but no complaints. Crazy in a good way.
Hmm. Yeah. Did you get up to anything fun for the summer, like in festivals and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did a few festivals. I actually did my very first hometown show too, which was kind of cool to see everyone that like I've grown up with and my little small town in Elmville, Ontario. It's very supportive. So it was pretty cool to see everybody come out there. And yeah,
Hmm.
just releasing new music and music videos, and it's been awesome.
And we're just talking about Tim Hicks too. That looked
Oh, sorry, for some reason you cut out there. Let's see. Technical difficulties. Oh, I still don't have you. Damn.
what about now?
There we are. We're back. Back in
Okay.
action.
But now I don't have you on audio, so let's try this. Okay, there we go.
I am so old fashioned when it comes to technology. Like, I am not a typical 25-year-old that is like great at doing all the little doodads on there.
Hmm. Well, for some, like I have a setup and it likes to be good sometimes and sometimes not. So who knows?
Always works when you don't need to, and then when you need to, it gives you troubles. But anyway,
Hmm.
we're good now.
And I can also hear my dogs freaking out upstairs too. So it's who knows what's going on today.
There's something in the air.
Hmm. But yeah, we were just talking about the Tim Hicks tour at the end of the year. So yeah, that looked like a fun time for sure.
Oh man, it was unreal. Like, I'm on the same label as Tim, so they called me up like earlier that year and asked me if I wanted to jump on the Ontario dates, and it was an awesome experience. Like, Tim's such like a down to earth dude on stage and off stage. So for my very first tour experience, like that was unreal.
Hmm. And starting off this year, we have the release of This House. How's
Hmm.
that been looking so far?
Yeah, so I released it on Friday, and I was so excited to release this song. Like, it was actually the first song that I wrote for the album with my co-writers Beverly Mahood and Max Shepard. So after singing the song for like years and playing it for years, it's so exciting to actually finally get it out there. And I did play it on the tour with Tim. That was kind of the first time that I was introducing it to people, and I got a lot of good feedback just from people like connecting with their own stories with it. So I was just really looking forward to finally getting it out into the world.
Hmm. And what's the story behind the track itself?
Yeah, so really it's about like being in a situation where you feel like you might be kind of stuck or you don't know how to get out of this like reality that you're in a sense. But you know that you need to, and you know that you have to kind of move on for yourself and do what's best for yourself in a sense, which a lot of people think that that can be selfish in a way, but this song's really about like not running away from your problems, just running towards what's best for you this time instead. So
Hmm.
it's a bit of a more vulnerable song compared to the other ones that I released, so that's also why I was looking forward to putting this one out.
Was your process for this one different than any of the other ones, being a more vulnerable song?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think if you put a song out there that you like know the potential that it holds, and you know that it can connect with people on different levels and stuff too. Like, it just opens a lot more doors and a lot more possibilities to be able to connect with people. So I was really looking forward to that.
Hmm. And I got a chance to listen to it. It sounds great. Like it's a good, well put together track. So congratulations on that for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, the producers behind that was also Beverly Mahood and Max Shepard, and we worked really hard to get that song exactly the way that we kind of envisioned it.
Hmm.
So, and then we have a video coming out for that on the 26th, I believe. Just let me double check that. Yeah, the 26th. So that was awesome too. I actually went out to Vancouver and worked with an awesome director, Stefano Barberis, and the team that he had together, like the way that they kind of like created this like vision for it, it was pretty awesome. So I'm really looking forward to getting that one out too.
Hmm. No, that'll be fun. Now I'm curious how you how you see the stuff that you've learned throughout your musical journey, how has that influenced your life at this point?
Honestly, my life has taken like a complete 360 since I've been in the music industry. Like last year was kind of like my introductory into the music world finally. And then now it's crazy to like look back and realize that like I actually am doing what I love like all of the time now compared to just kind of like trying to get my foot in the door. So it's like a full circle moment. Like I never thought that this could be possible, but it's happening and I'm not complaining.
I mean, it looks
So,
like it's going in the right direction, that's for sure.
hey, that's all I could like that's all I can ask for at this point. So it's been yeah.
Now, what's been the hardest part of navigating, the music scene and everything for you so far?
I think like one having patience
Yeah.
to release these tunes. Like I have like I'll write a tune and I'm like, okay, now this one's my favorite. And then you have to have the patience to actually like know when to release that and kind of like so my team has been like, like it's gonna happen. But I would say that and a lot of just like first experiences that bring up a lot of nerves, but I don't think nerves are always a bad thing. I think it just means that you care. And honestly, it's been a very big like part within my music, but then within myself and what I've been able to kind of make of it in the past year.
And I mean, it's always, I hear so many different things about the hurdles that come up, and some things are such a surprise, and some things you're waiting for and expecting. So it's got to be, a little bit mind boggling to keep track of it all.
Yeah, I would say like you just got to go with the flow and trust your gut, trust your instincts, but also just remember like why you're doing it. Like sole reason why I'm doing this is because I genuinely love music. I love writing music and I love singing. So once I revisit my purpose all the time, I think that's kind of like that plows through those challenges.
hmm now that you're finding your footing in the industry and you're getting songs out, you've been on a couple big stages. Are you looking at, experimenting with different things, maybe outside of your genre a little bit?
I really like the lane that I'm in. Like I feel like that's kind of where I belong within like I grew up listening to like the 90s, early 2000s country.
hmm
So I feel like that's kind of where I fit within this industry. But within songwriting, like I've really been writing about life experiences so far. So I think like this next album that I'm writing right now, it's kind of more or less what I've been experiencing in the past year kind of thing. So it's uh it's funny to see how your life changes, but how your music also changes within that.
hmm If you had to introduce your music to a brand new fan, like someone who's never heard you before, what would your first track you'd have them listen to be?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, She's Me was my first single and that was my first release. And honestly, that's kind of like the song that made me like take that leap of faith and
hmm
kind of get over my fear and pursue this business. So I would show them She's Me, but also this house like holds a really special place in my heart. So I feel like that's also a huge contender as well.
Yeah, you've probably put a lot into it so far, so it's the most you at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, and I found like through writing this song, like it was really the first song that I wrote for the album. And it was kind of like what helped me steer myself in the right direction in a lot of ways too. So yeah,
It
I know it has a lot of potential behind it.
yeah. Is there, now that you've been, like I said, you've been on some stages, is there like a dream venue or a dream event that you're really looking forward to playing?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, obviously, like I'm around the area of Toronto kind of thing. So I've been to the Budweiser stage a lot. I've seen a lot of shows there. That'd be pretty unreal. I can't lie if I've been in like the grass, like the lawn seats, and I've been
hmm
like envisioning in my head me singing my songs up there. But then also like big festivals, like Boots and Hearts would be an amazing one. I did the whole tenting scene there too, which
Yeah.
you gotta
I've
it's
covered it the last 5 years, so I'm right in there with it.
it's so much fun, but by the end of the weekend, you are like you need to sleep for like a week kind of thing. But it's definitely it takes a certain kind of person to last the whole weekend in the tent
hmm
section.
Yeah, my
But
very first year was an RV, and I got stupid sick at the end of it, and I was like 3 weeks
uh,
of just being dead to the world.
yeah, That's it. So,
Hmm.
I mean, but it's so much fun. Like the music at Boots and Hearts was amazing. So I haven't been in a couple years because I've been singing at different locations and venues and stuff during that weekend. But that would be an amazing one too.
Yeah, I think that's like the pinnacle for a lot of country artists in Canada, really. That's where you want to be. It's one of the biggest ones out there.
Yeah, and it's also like in my backyard basically. Like
Hmm.
Elmville is not far away from I think it's Oro Medonte or something that Boots and
Yeah,
Hearts is in. So that'd be pretty full circle as well.
that would be a pretty good one, and I think you do really well on that stage there.
Oh my gosh, I'd love it. Honestly, like getting a taste of being on bigger stages and stuff too. Like it's almost addicting in a way.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that would be a fun one. Now, a couple fun questions, same as last time. I asked you a few then. I had to adjust because we've done this recently.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
love it.
I'm curious who you think would play you best in the movie of your life,
Oh, that is such a good question.
because it makes
Um,
you really think of, do you want an actor? Do you want a singer? How is it going to work together?
Man, that's a really good question actually. Let me think about that for a sec. Um, Renee Rapp has like the whole bang thing going on.
Yeah.
The blondie, maybe Renee. Um, but I'm trying to think of other actors or actresses at the moment. Uh, it'd be awesome to play myself in a sense too.
Yeah, I mean that's always a fun thing to think about, how you can really put yourself into that role in a movie situation.
Yeah, yeah, and I would love to try acting and stuff one day, but I'm gonna get my foot in the door with music first and test these waters out.
Yeah, music's the way to go, and then you can move into anywhere once you have a solid footing there.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna think more about that question later because that's super interesting.
Hmm. Now, another one is, this one's a fun one, and I only use this one every so often. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
Ooh, well, it's got the bread and the meat
Hmm.
and some condiments. I would say it's a sandwich because people like if you order a burger at like Wendy's or something, and they say like, "Do you want the combo?" and you're like, "No, it's okay," and they're like, "Okay, just a sandwich." So
Hmm.
burger or hot dog, I would say that it's a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the great debate. This question's the one that everyone goes yes, no, and it's such a solid answer. So it's fun to watch people think about it.
But corn dog, like pogos, those aren't sandwiches. That's
No,
like you
because
have
they
to have
don't
the bun.
technically have a bun. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I would consider that a sandwich.
Okay. What what's the reason you got started doing or pursuing music in general?
I have always loved music. Like every single day I have music playing. Like there's not actually a second that goes by that I'm not doing something that there isn't music in the background. And honestly, like it's exactly like the moment where the rest of the world fades away if I'm singing. Like I
Hmm.
don't know how else to explain that, but I find that when I'm singing, like it's the one time that I am just solely like in that moment and very, very present, which I don't think anything else in this world has like really given me that besides singing.
Hmm.
So,
Now this one's a little bit more deeper, and it's kind of the real introspective question. Who do you trust to give the last words at your funeral, like your eulogy?
whoa, that's a good one. I'd have to say my sister. I'd have to
Mhm.
because she would definitely like bring out something funny at the same time. But she's my best friend, and she would also cover my ass if there was anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
know she's
it's
got my back, so I would trust her with my life or my
yeah,
not life.
yeah, it's that person who does justice for you, who can speak the world about you, but also give that emotion and kind of who you were.
Yeah, exactly. And my sister has seen all sides of me, so I would give that to her. Yeah. She's
Hmm.
like we're only a year and a half apart, so we've always been like super super close. Almost too close in a way, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, on the deeper side of things, what's your last meal?
My last ooh. Hmm. Okay, I've been obsessed with Osmos lately, like
Oh,
chicken shawarma.
okay.
I'm not like or even like honestly chicken nuggets. Like I like going to like fancy places and like eating fancy food, but like chicken nuggets always do the trick for me.
It's that kind of like comfort food almost.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I could eat chicken nuggets any day of the week, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
I'm the same way with like chicken wings. That's for me is I can eat wings anytime, any meal for sure.
Yeah. And like, are you like a mild or like spicy?
It depends on the day. Like I love hot sauce. Like I have I think 13 or 14 different hot sauces in my kitchen right now for different things. But it depends on the day. If you want something just a little bit more savory, you go for the barbecue, or if you want something different like that.
Yeah. See, I'm such a plain Jane kind of person. Like anything too spicy, I'm like, nope. Like, but I wish I could be a little more courageous with my palate.
I mean, it's fun, but it also hurts. Like I did the
That's it. Like you're eating food that like is painful. I'm like, I
mhm.
don't understand this.
Well, I have some of the sauces from the hot ones where they did like the last stab challenge and stuff like that on YouTube.
Oh my god, I've
And
seen that.
yeah, I have the last one, and that burned for like a day and a half, it felt like. Just a
I
little
think
tip on my tongue.
have you seen the Jacob Elordi one where he's like he was like powering through those and then even at
Hmm.
the end like you could tell like he was really trying to like put on a front but it was
Yeah.
killing the poor guy.
There's a wall that you hit with those sauces, and then it's just pain and suffering after that.
Exactly. But nope, chicken wings and chicken nuggets. That's my probably my last meal.
No, that's a good one. I like that one. I mean, I've pretty much gone through all the little notes I have here, but I think the best question to really cap off everything is, are you happy?
I would say that I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like happiness also comes in doses. You know what I mean? Like everyone like chases like this like a vision of happiness for themselves, but you have to realize like happiness doesn't really come without like getting through some of the hard times too. But I mean, I'm doing what I love most, which is singing and releasing music and working with an awesome team.
Hmm.
And I didn't really know that this was going to be like possible for myself growing up too. Like I always wanted it and always like dreamed about it, but I didn't know that it was going to become a reality. So I'm very happy about that. And you have to remember that. Like it's always about like revisiting your purpose of like we were saying before, like why you're doing it in the first place. And it's because I genuinely love music. So
Hmm.
music makes me happy. So I'm happy.
And happiness is a goal that's always, you got to always keep pushing forward, because there's a lot of hard things that come up. So,
Exactly. And like I feel like once you actually do like obtain that happiness in a sense, like I've really learned like the music business has a lot of big highs and big lows kind of thing, right? So like it's
hmm.
about like really appreciating when that happiness comes into your life and be not taking it for granted and then realizing too like during those lows like you're going to come back up. Like what goes up must come down and what goes down must come up kind of thing.
Hmm. Is there something that you've learned so far that you wish your younger self knew in the music industry?
I think more or less just like rip off the band-aid and don't be scared. Like I was very kind of like I had to build my confidence a lot within this industry as well. So I think like if I would have just known that, you know, you don't have to put on a face, you can just be yourself throughout the whole thing, like right from the beginning, that would have helped me a little more. But I'm also glad that I didn't know that in a sense too, because now like I can look back and maybe one day there will be a 24, 23-year-old artist that I'm mentoring or I'm working with, and I can kind of help them through that time too. Like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all I have. And so we have the single that just came out, music videos coming up. What else is on the horizon?
So I'm going to be releasing the rest of my album this year, which super super excited about because once again, as we were saying before, got more tunes that I've been writing that I can't wait to be able to record and also put out. And then some festivals coming up this summer. I know I'm doing like the Lucknow festival, and the team's getting back to me about a bunch of other things. Going to be hitting
Okay.
up Nashville, which I'm very excited about. There's a couple writers down there that I'm really looking forward to getting together with. Patricia Conroy being one of them, Bruce Wallace, another, like, and I've just heard so many good things about them. And I've met them, but I haven't actually had this time to like sit down and do like a creative process with them. So
Hmm.
I'm really looking forward to that and to get the hell out of the snow and go somewhere a little warmer.
Yeah, the snow. I'm worried because it started snowing here earlier, and I'm worried that I'm gonna have to go shovel again very soon.
Oh,
So,
I honestly, I think I shoveled like 4 times the other day because it just wouldn't stop. And I was like, I love Canada. I love Canada. I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was like this girl repeating. She's like, "No alligators, no hurricanes, no earthquakes." Like, and she just kept repeating it, like
Yeah.
reminding yourself why the snow's not that bad.
Although we do get earthquakes here. We've had a couple that
Actually, yeah, that's true. That's true. Take that back. TikTok, wrong information. But no
well, I mean,
alligators.
yeah. Yeah, no alligators. I mean, although personally, like I think that'd probably be fun, an alligator. That's just me, but
You got to move down to Florida.
actually I have a friend who's invited me down a few times just to go do weird Florida things. So maybe I'll have to do that
Oh,
one time.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to do one of those. What are they like? Is it like a lagoon? Oh God, what is it? Like
Like
you
the
go on
fan
one of
boat
those.
tours.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
one.
Yeah,
That
that's
would be
definitely
pretty
something.
cool. I
One of
have
these
a
days.
friend. I have a friend that's in Australia right now, and they were telling me about like just the things that you have to do that you wouldn't think about, like
Mm,
check your shoes before you ever put like your feet in them for spiders, and like you're not allowed to like reach your hand under the bed just in case because of spiders. Like it's
yeah.
just things that like us Canadians it would like blow over our heads. But
Well,
I
they have
mean,
the most
obviously,
deadly animals there, I think, like in the world.
and like it's like the smallest spider can do this biggest damage. I'm not a spider person. I don't do well with that. Or like you see like snakes in people's closets and stuff, and it's like, oh.
Hmm.
I love Australia. I would love to go there. Like that's like bucket list material. Like being able to play music over there would be absolutely surreal. Um,
100%. Yeah.
so that's another little goal within the next couple of years as well.
Well,
But
there you go. A good striving spot for sure.
yeah, but I feel like you need a little tour guide for the first bit so you don't yeah, all those deadly animals over there.
Yeah, I would love to go and experience that too, but yeah, trying to navigate all those animals would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah. But Great Barrier Reef and stuff, like, come on. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I want to do like the diving with great white sharks like in the cage, and that's spots out there really good for that.
You would do okay. I've always thought about like if I would actually be like brave enough to get in the cage and do it. Like I think it'd be surreal once you were down there, but like
Hmm.
I would definitely be coaching myself through it the entire time.
I think the cage is the only way I could do it because like I'm not a fast swimmer by any stance. So if I got in the
Yeah.
water and got nervous, I'd be too much in there. The cage, at least, it's kind of that blocked in area where you know it's more secure.
See, I've seen too many movies. Like I like think like it's their home, not yours.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's and I always joked around, like I joke around with my buddy. I said if I ever, have to fake my death, it's gonna be with sharks somewhere.
that's amazing. That's too good. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I would maybe chicken out on that sense. I do. I'm not
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna try to put on a brave face. I feel like
Well, we'll maybe one year we're gonna see each other in different spots, and you're gonna see a picture of me in a cage or something like that. It'll be funny.
yeah, that's too good. Hopefully it's in Australia.
Yeah. Well, we should sign off because I'm sure you have things to do, and I know I've got another interview at some point today. So it was definitely great catching up with you, and hopefully we'll get
Yeah.
to do this again.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. This is a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Now I have to think about if I actually think a hot dog is a sandwich. Because that was like an initial reaction that I was like, yeah, it's a sandwich. But
And you have to ask other people too now to see what their reaction's going to be. So like ask your family, and then watch an argument ensue. It'd be kind of funny.
just stir in the pot.
Yep,
Stir in
that's the way to
the
do it
pot. Well, thanks a lot for having me again. I'm
for
excited.
sure.
Yeah, let's chat again soon for sure.
All right, you enjoy your day.
You too. Have a good one.